guys? I'm gonna give everybody a moment to come in with me. I know I haven't been live this week at all. I've been under the weather. Um, it's been a lot going on, and I've just been resting. I'm still going to do single soulmates on Friday, but I've been under the weather. So Sadora was sick, and now I got sick. so, but I want to give some people some time to come in the video. This is very impromptu, but it's been something that's been weighing on my heart and in my mind, and it's something that I can't stop thinking about. And I'm bothered. I'm bothered. I'm really upset by what has transpired. And I'm sure you have seen the title, and it is about Shanquella Robinson. You guys know I normally don't talk about these kind of things. I try to stick with reality TV, but this is something that has really been weighing on my heart today. And I want to discuss it with you guys and anyone that might be interested. I'm sure you guys will pop on and see the title. And once you get the notification, because when you subscribe, you click that notification bell to get notified anytime I do go live or I post anything. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. Excuse me because I am a little congested. So you might hear a little rattling here and there. Please bear with me. But Shanquella Robinson, golly, say her name, hashtag justice for Shanquella Robinson. This young lady was 25 years old, and she went to Cabo for someone's birthday. I don't know if it was her birthday, but she went to Cabo for a birthday party or to celebrate someone's birthday with 6 of her friends on October the 28th. Getting turned up, having the best time of her 24, 25-year-old life. And she is pronounced dead on October the 29th. Just the very next day, she goes to Cabo with her friends. Her friends. And the very next day, she is pronounced dead? Now, let me explain to you guys why this is resonating so much with me. I don't know if you guys have followed my journey. So let me put this up so you guys can know exactly who she is. Let me do this. Bear with me because, like I said, this is a very impromptu live. But the reason I felt like I wanted to talk about this is because, I have a 10-year-old now daughter, and I try to educate her as much as I can about this world that we live in now. And if you guys followed me in my journey, especially on Ready to Love, and my interviews that I did after being on Ready to Love, and I talked about how I was bullied in school growing up and why I guess being on the show was a trigger for me because it was situations that, I had to deal with, endure, witness, and see and experience from certain women on that show. It is what it is. I mean, I don't follow any of the stories of what they talk about because in real life, they're just irrelevant to me. I hear through third party stuff, but they're so minute to me, and in my world that I don't entertain it. But growing up, I was bullied in school, and starting at the early age of, I want to say 8 or 9. I was in the 3rd grade. I remember being in the 3rd grade. And also too, I just want to let you guys know that I have the video footage, and I just want to, and I'm going to show that, but I want to talk about it a little bit. And I want to talk about why it resonates with me, because I have a 10-year-old, and I tell her, I don't shelter her from anything. I tell her about this cruel world and the things that people do, down to abductors, to always watch her back, watch men and women. Okay. Because they, can take you and do some very horrible things to you. You know what I mean? Your friends. She's like, Mommy, my friend here and my friend, that's my best friend. I'm like, that's not your friend. That's not your friend. Do you even know what a friend? How long y'all been friends? How you know she your best friend? Like, I have these hard conversations, and it breaks my heart, because some of these conversations I have with her, after I have the conversations, I go back into my room, and sometimes I break down in tears that I have to even have these kind of conversations with her, because I don't want her to go through this cruel, ugly, nasty world thinking that it's unicorns and rainbows and fairy dust, because it's not like that. It's not like that. And I wish I had someone when I was her age to tell me that it's crazy people out here, and people, not everybody is good, and people will hurt you, including the people that you call your friends. Okay? Because it happened to me. And that's why I stand up for people that don't have that voice. I stand up for what's right. I stand up for those things, so people can say all day long, that's not me. I didn't do that. I don't give a crap. It doesn't matter. Ugly is ugly. Bullying is bullying. And a bully will never admit that they're a bully. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm a bully. I be bullying people. That's what I do. You think they're really going to admit that? So, quick story. When I was in the 3rd grade, and this is how young I was when it started. I remember being in the 3rd grade, and people were mean to me. I had really long hair down to my butt, all the way down to my butt. And I used to have them in sometimes 2 ponytails and long braids, or 1 ponytail and long braid, really thick, curly, long hair. And I remember they used to always threaten to cut my hair, and girls would threaten to scratch my face. I didn't know anything about, like, why are they saying this to me? I had no idea what bullying was. I had no idea what hating was. I had no idea what jealousy was. I'm freaking 9 years old. And I remember my mom and my dad used to have this big jar of money that they would throw their change in. And I remember I got a Ziploc bag, one of those big Ziploc bags. And I remember putting all this money. I didn't take no pennies. I took quarters, dimes, and nickels. Everything was silver. And I filled that big Ziploc bag up with nothing but silver money. And I remember taking it. I was in the 3rd grade. And I remember taking it to school. And I remember passing it out to people. And I would pay them to not bully me. If I give you, I'll be like, you want some money? They'd be like, I want some money. I'd be like, if I give you this money, you can't be mean to me. And I would pass it out. I remember the teacher called my mom and said, Sabrina's in here passing money out to the kids. She can't do that. Do you know that when I got home from school, my mom yelled at me. My mom screamed at me, and I got in trouble. Let me tell you guys one thing about me, and I've never really talked about it. People, after I tell them a lot, or not even a lot, after I tell people some parts of my stories, people always tell me, you need to write an autobiography. You need to write a book, because of everything that, I went through and I overcame. My parents did not support me, never supported me, ever, never supported me in nothing that I did. I remember I played basketball. I played basketball for school in junior high school and in high school. I played basketball a total of 4 years. My mom never came to one game. My dad went to one game in the 4 years that I played basketball. And it's such an unfortunate situation that I did not have them supporting me as a mother. And I said I never wanted to be like that growing up. I never wanted to be like my mother or my father, ever. I wanted to be opposite. And if I ever got the opportunity to have a child and to be the best parent that I could be, that it's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to do all the things for the child that I did not have yet. I wanted to do all those things that my parents never did for me. I have a daughter. I have one child. Every chance I get, I educate her on all the things that I wish my parents educated me on, and they did not. For everybody that's coming in, excuse me, I am under the weather. I'm very sick. I have a upper respiratory infection. But I am talking about Shanquella Robinson. Well, right now I'm talking about me. And why I felt compelled to make this video. Like I said earlier in the video, the early parts that saw it in the beginning, it resonated with me because I was bullied growing up. And to have gone on a trip with her friends. You know, it bothers me because I have a daughter. And what if that was my daughter that said, Mom, I'm about to go on a trip with my friends. I'm excited. I'm about to go on a trip with my friends. I'd be like, Sador, you better be careful, girl. Mom, I'm going to be careful. And the next day they tell me she's dead. So I had to have that talk with her tonight. I showed her the video that I'm going to show on here of her friends beating her, her friends recording her, and not doing anything, you know. And it's just so heartfelt. It's such an unfortunate situation. And it's so much I want to say, and I know that I'm going to say it all in this video. It's just a lot in my head right now. So going back to me real quick so we can finish up. So yeah, I was bullied growing up. It went all the way into high school. It was really bad. So that's why now I do public speaking, or I did before, you know, the Rona happened. I used to do public speaking. I talk about domestic violence, and I talk about bullying and how serious it is. You know, at one point in my life, you know, I was real down and out, and I really felt like that nobody loved me. I was like, my parents don't love me. They don't show me love. I was like, I'm not loved out here. People doing these ugly things to me. I was like, what's the point of even me being here? Like, that was my thought process for a while. I used to skip school, never went to school. I don't know how I graduated. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know how I graduated from school because I would always skip school. I was scared to go to school. I hated going to school because people were mean to me in school. They were real mean to me. Used to do really mean things. And a lot of the things that people used to do to me that were mean and nasty were my friends. My friends. People I call my friends. Same people that's on my Facebook page right now following me on Facebook. A lot of people will always be like, do you remember me? Like when they see me in public, they be like, you remember me? I was sat next to you in math class. It's so funny because I would look at these people and I'd be like, I don't remember you. And I said that a lot. I noticed over the years I would run into people and I'd be like, I don't remember you, which made me realize that I think that I blocked out a large portion of my life growing up as a defense mechanism. I blocked it out. It was a bad time for me, you know. And then I got into the situation, dealing with the wrong crowd, skipping school, not wanting to be in school, dealing with the wrong crowd, you know, dealing with the guy that I was dating with, at the time. And he did some very horrible things to me. That was a situation I talked about sometimes on some of my interviews, not really getting too much in depth about it. But that was a very abusive relationship that I was in with him. That was the same relationship where he put a gun up to my head, and he had his hand, you know, around my throat, and he had a gun up to my head. And I remember I was like, stop. And I remember I hit his hand, the gun went off, but I moved it in time for my head. So And he told me, he was like, if you ever leave me, I'm going to kill you. I believed him. I used to pray. And I remember during that time I thought of suicide. You know, I went through a lot. And I remember he said, if you ever leave me, I'm going to kill you. About 6 months after that, him and some friends ran their car through a Brindles. A Brindles is like a upscale Kmart, but not as more upscale than Kmart, but not as upscale as Target. So it was like right in the middle. Or it was probably almost like Target, but it was called Brindles. I was 17 years old, and I remember they ran their car through the Brindles. And when you run your car, when you go drive up to Brindles, at the front door, when you walked into the store, there was a counter of jewelry. So it was like nothing but jewelry. As soon as you walk in, I remember I used to love going shopping there. But they ran their car through there, stole all the jewelry, got back in the car, went up the street, and robbed a bank. After they robbed the bank, they went on a high-speed chase. It was on the news and everything. High-speed chase. This was my boyfriend, the one that put the gun up to my head, choked me, said, if you ever leave me, I'll kill you. High-speed chase. It was on the news. Like, I'm not gonna give too much information, but like it was everywhere. The cops end up getting him. He ended up getting locked up. And I remember I was so happy that he got locked up because I was like, I'm free. Speed it up. He gets out of jail. And I found out while he was in jail that he was cheating on me with one of my classmates. And I was like, wow, I can't believe he was dealing with her. Anyway, he got out of jail. I remember I was in college at the time, and my car was on campus, and he had obviously gotten out, and it was a little card. It was like a card, like a business card. It was stuck in my windshield. It was like, hey, give me a call when you get this. And I remember I knew exactly who it was because he had put his name, he had put his phone number, but I, saw the handwriting. I was like, Dad, I recognize that handwriting. I said, you know what? I need to call him because I need to close this chapter in my life. And I said that I called him. He said, I'd like to meet you. I said, I would love to meet you. And I said, but the only way that I'll meet you is if your mother is there. I went to go see him. His mom was there. And I asked him, I said, remember when you told me if I ever left you, you would kill me? Because I believed him. He was like, yeah. He was like, oh, I'm into God now. I was locked up for like 4 or 5 years. He was like, I done changed my life around. I ain't about that life no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like for us to get back together. I said, no, unfortunately, I'm dealing with somebody, so I can't get back with you. He was like, oh, Dad. He was like, well, if you change your mind, you let me know. Speed it up. About 3 or 4 months after that, he kept dealing with the girl. So when he got out of jail, the girl that he was cheating on me with for 5 years before that, when I was 17 or 16 years old, was I 16? No, I was 15. I think I was 15 or 16. When he got out of jail, he started dealing with that girl again, the one that he was cheating on me with. She decided to deal with him after he got out of jail. He ended up finding out that she was cheating on him. This was like 3 or 4 months later. He went to her house. It was a long story. I'm going to speed it up. He went to her house, found a dude in there. He ended up shooting her like 3 or 4 times. She ended up being brain dead. Now, that could have been me. She ended up being brain dead. And unfortunately, she was on life support for a while, but she ended up dying, the girl that he was cheating on me with. And I remember people used to always say, Sabrina, that could have been you. 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 And he is in jail for life, in prison right now from what happened then. So that's just one of my many stories. I have a bunch of stories. So I try to talk to my daughter as much as I can about the things that has happened to me. I'm very, very transparent with her. I'm very transparent with you guys. Um, what happened to this lady, this young lady, Shanquella Robinson, hurt me to my heart. When I told this story to Sadora tonight, because I think to myself, that could have been her. That could be my daughter, you know? It's just horrible. And these people you call your friends. Whew. So yeah. Um, I'm sorry guys. It just like I said, this is it exactly why I wanted to come on, because more people need to hear her story, because in real life, because it happened in Mexico, they're saying that her friends, like people are like, justice for Shanquella, because in real life, since it happened in Mexico, the jurisdiction, they can't really charge her with nothing. If her friends get charged, it's because Mexico is charging her. Like her friends can really go off scot-free. Shanquella Robinson was found dead within 24 hours of arriving in Cabo with a group of friends. The autopsy determined cause of death to be related to a broken neck and cracked spinal cord, though her friends claim she had alcohol poisoning. So, her friends, I had to tell my daughter, don't call everybody your friend. That's why I have a very small circle of friends. Very, very, very small circle of friends. I don't mess with too many people. I don't. Because growing up in school, these were the same people that called me, or I called my friends, and they bullied me. They did. They was real ugly to me, real nasty to me. They used to do like mean things to me too. I remember we would have events and they would be like, let's go to such and such. And I'd be like, cool, let's go. They'd be like, all right. And I'd be like, y'all gonna pick me up? Yeah, we be there at 8 to pick you up. I'd be sitting there waiting, clothes on, ready. They would never come get me. They used to embarrass me in school every chance they got. It was a lot. I remember one time this one girl, she slapped me so hard when I was on the bus, and I remember being so scared that I ain't even do nothing. And I didn't even do nothing to her. She was mad about something that someone else did. It was the last day of school. They was throwing eggs on the bus at each other. And I remember, and I was just sitting there because I was really, really shy. I was really timid and I was really scared growing up. I was a really scared little girl. But I was more scared of what my parents was going to think about me, because my parents were always, they were very mean to me. I didn't really have a relationship with my dad. He was at the house, but I didn't have a relationship with him. My mom was real, she could be real ugly to me. Real nice lady, did nice things for me, but she could be real nasty and ugly. And I used to be frightened about going to tell her what happened to me in school. And I told her one time, Mom, I don't want to go to school. People are mean to me in school. Just go to school. Just go to school. Let Sadora come and tell me that it's people mean to her in school. I be wanting her to come and tell me that people mean to her in school. I be wanting her to tell me. What? I get on the early morning, be right there at the door, waiting for them to open up the door so we could have some talks. So, I try to really educate my daughter on how ugly this world really is. Um mm, mm, mm. So I want you guys to kind of tell me also too what you kind of think. I'm not even looking at the comments right now, guys. I'm about to look at them in a minute. But again, friends lie about what happened to Charlotte, North Carolina, a woman in Mexico. An autopsy revealed, not speculations, these are facts. An autopsy was revealed that it wasn't alcohol poisoning. Do you all know that they left her body in Mexico? They left. I have the video of them, of the girl beating her. So I'm gonna play that, but I just need to talk to y'all about this real quick because I kept watching the video. Shanquella's face was swollen. She had a knot on her head. Her eyes were swollen. Her lips were split. Shanquella was beaten. She was beaten. The autopsy report showed that she had spinal cord injury and she had a broken neck. But y'all told her mama, after her mama called and tried to find out what was going on, that she had alcohol poisoning. That's already speculation right there. Like, you already hiding. Y'all left her in the hotel room though. So another reason I'm just letting you know why I'm doing this video is because they said that they need more people talking about this. So Mexico can do something. Y'all need to press charges. Y'all need to do something. Because we can't do nothing because it's out of our jurisdiction. We can't do nothing. Mexico got to do it. I wonder if Mexico gonna do something. What y'all think? Y'all think Mexico gonna do something? It's a sad day. Sad, sad day. So I just need y'all to just look at the facts, because I need y'all to just be a little bit more. If y'all haven't heard about it, I just want to be one of the people that's on social media that's telling this story, and it resonates to me because I was bullied by my friends. Okay. I'm a mom, of a little girl. This could be her. Okay. It bothers me. I'm bothered. I came in on my day off to talk about this. Okay. According to her autopsy, that wasn't the cause, which was the alcohol poisoning of death. Instead, it was listed as spinal cord injury. And of course, she had a broken neck. Now, a video has surfaced on social media of a woman beating Shanquella Robinson in a hotel room. Shanquella is seen naked while a woman is beating her in the head countless number of times. The alleged friends in the room are just recording this brutal attack on their cell phones. At one point, Shanquella is on the ground and the alleged friends are cheering the other woman on. And they wasn't like, yeah, get her. They wasn't. I didn't hear none of that in the video. They wasn't cheering her on. But what they did say was, Shanquella, you not gonna do nothing? That's what they said as they're recording. Shanquella, you not gonna do nothing, girl? As they recording. Oh my God. Hey, Wendell. He like, hello, fashionista. And this is not what this video is about. Friend betrayal is the most painful experience you could go through. It is absolutely painful. Hi, Auntie Eva. Hey. Man, you never know. That's a shame. Justice for Quilla. Absolutely. God clearly has a purpose for your life. I'm sorry you went through those experiences. Thank you so much. This is why people really struggle in relationships. We don't know who you can actually trust. I had not heard of her. Why is she in the entertainment? Was she in the entertainment? No, she wasn't in the entertainment industry. She's just a regular regular young 24, 25-year-old woman that went to Cabo with her friends on a birthday trip. And she arrived in Cabo on the 28th of October On the 29th, she was pronounced dead. Her friends left her in the hotel room. The maid found her. When her body was recovered, phone call to her mother calls her friend. Friends said that she died of alcohol poisoning. The autopsy pronounced that she died from spinal cord injury and a broken neck. This was before the video was surfaced. Was this recent? I read about 3 friends who died in Mexico. The 3 friends that died from carbon monoxide, that's a whole nother situation. Whole nother situation. College was the rest on the freshest for me. I was nice. I was too nice, but I know for sure. I know now for sure. But it was also mean. I don't close to almost anyone. I'm sorry, guys. I am under the weather. My voice. I lost my voice a couple of days ago. It's actually coming back. I'm doing a lot better. Yes, it is. The friends were going over, so please bear with me. Her mama's house and all, just sick. Mexico ain't on my, no, it's not. A lot of us are dying in Mexico. A lot of us are dying in Mexico. This young Black woman died by the hands of her friends. It's not getting the media coverage it deserves because it's a young Black woman and it happened in Mexico. Thank you for talking about it. I missed this story. Hey, Monique King. I pray justice is served for absolutely. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Yes, they recorded it. And I have the footage. I'm about to show the video. At least there is an extradition treaty between the yes, if the friends are to be charged, they will be, yeah. Yep. I hope they throw them under the jail. And I don't think that the friends realize, the people that was recording, like, y'all are all guilty. Not the girl. The girl name is Dejanay. What is it? Dejanay? Oh, and I got something to say about that too. I got to tell y'all about this Dejanay girl. Why is fake accounts? Her name is Dejanay Jackson. Dejanay Jackson. So it's fake accounts, just to let you know, that people are making with Dejanay Jackson, this girl right here, saying that one of the people are saying that I'm Dejanay and I did not do this to her. I did not do this to her. If y'all want to know the true story, I'm going to go live. And if you want to interview me, cash at me. Or they're asking for money. Her. So if y'all see her, Dejanay Jackson, if y'all see these accounts, I got paint all over me, y'all. I'm so sorry, because even though I'm sick, I'm still working on my house. I got paint all over me. But yeah, it's fake accounts that people are making with this Dejanay Jackson girl. That's the one that was in the video beating her. It's so many fake accounts. Some of them are saying I'm the real Dejanay. I ain't do nothing to that girl. I'm innocent. And if you want to hear my story, like, you got to pay me money to hear my story. People are nuts out here. Ugh. They say she was known for her braid work. Yes, the video is everywhere. Crazy story. You think you know someone, then you discover you really never know them at all. No. So instead of assisting her, they were filming. Yes, the world star mentality is extremely detrimental at this point. Do not know what, but exactly. This is awful. I pray that these people are, yes. So I'm passionate about it. Yeah. So let me play this video, y'all.
You at least fight back. No. At least something. At least fight back, something. Get up, bro. Get up. Yeah. Good luck. Can you at least fight back? No. At least something.
Look at them holding the camera.
At least fight back, something.
Get up, bro. Get up.
Quilla, can you at least
Look at them holding the phone. You see them holding the phone?
At least something. At least fight back, something. Get out, bro. Get out.
Do you?
Quilla, can you at least fight?
I don't know if that was her that said no or her friend. But think about it. It only take one hit to get hit somewhere and to kind of be shaken up and to be like, you know, like in boxing, people be boxing, you hit them one good time, one uppercut, one knockout move, and they delusional. They can't get their balance together. The girl might have hit her in a way where she fell to the ground and it kind of paralyzes you, stuck. She probably couldn't fight back. It only take one hit, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. So I remember I was in a situation where I had to fight, and this is why I don't really put my hands on people, because it was a girl. She was kind of in my face and some stuff was about to happen. And I remember at this point in my life, I was like, you know what? I refuse to let anybody bully me anymore. I'm not going to do it. And she was bullying me, and it was about to get physical. And when she reached out to hit me, I hit her first. I hit her one time, hit her right in the face. I broke her nose. One hit. I don't put my hands on people no more. Because you could really hurt somebody out here. You know what I mean? And they literally sat there and recorded that girl get beat up. So after seeing everything and checking everything out, because like I said, this story resonated with me. And because it resonated with me, I was compelled to come live and to do this video. And I hope that more people, I hope thousands and thousands and thousands of people see this video and watch this video, share this video. Share this video. I don't ever think I ever said share my video before. Share this video. And we need to get justice for her. Because like I said, I don't know if the U.S. is going to do anything, if they're going to press charges or whatever, or if they're going to contact Mexico. But it's not much they can do because Mexico is, it happened, it wasn't in their jurisdiction. So let's just, man, God. Yes. You know what, Dana, you said, and as grown folks just don't fight. It don't matter what age we are. Screw that. I'd rather fight because now in real life they pulling guns. We not fighting no more nowadays. And now we fighting. The girl got beat to death. Fighting is the least of our worries. Like, people pulling weapons out now. Like, I'm always watching my back, always. Like, I literally got out of my car to go to Rite Aid to get my daughter some medicine tonight. I remember I got out the car and there was a car coming, and I did like this. A man was crossing the street. He was like, dang. He was like, you were scared, what? That car was coming fast. I said, you know what? Nowadays, you just don't know. That's just the world that we live in now. You just don't know. People are out here, they crazy. People are crazy. That's why I stay to myself. I don't go nowhere. I don't bother nobody. I don't do nothing. You know, when it's time for me to say I'm sorry, I be like, my bad, I'm sorry. This is terrible. Sadorables TV. So everybody, Sadorables TV. That's my daughter. She said ... So Sadora, I'm about to get off live, but she's in the next room, so she knows I'm doing this live, and she also knows that it sits with me because I'm sad too, Pooh. Like, it's so sad that I have to have these conversations with my 10-year-old daughter about stuff like this. It's sad that I have to do this video. It's sad that she's right there saying that she's sad to see her beaten to death. That could have been your daughter, my daughter, anybody's daughter, somebody's mom, aunt. I'm okay, Pooh. I'm about to stop it. I'm positive, Pooh. I'm about to get off. I'm about to go. Like, share, subscribe. Definitely share. Talk to your friends about it. And hopefully we can get justice to be served for Shanquella Robinson. Hashtag justice for Shanquella Robinson is going around now. Because we need more people talking about this. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great rest of the night. Be safe out there. And all we could do is take it one day at a time and pray, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, y'all have a good night.